The new Superman trailer just dropped, and yes, the hype is real. Let's dive into this trailer. I'm going to break it down, shot by shot, pick up on references, Easter eggs, and all the juicy details I could catch. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This movie is getting closer, and I'll be dropping more videos as we know more about it. Hi, my name is Dave, and this is the Geek Flicks channel. So, the trailer starts off with this incredible nighttime shot of Metropolis. Blue and gold tones, looking almost surreal. It already makes me wonder, what's Gotham going to look like in James Gunn's DC universe? We jump straight into Clark, sitting down for an interview with none other than Lois Lane, the best reporter in the DC universe, and she doesn't waste time. She puts Superman on the spot right away, which is so on brand for her. In the comics, Lois is one of the few people Superman completely trusts, especially when it comes to journalism. She even switches on an old-school voice recorder, and that's where we spot our first reference, Lord Tech, the company of Maxwell Lord. By the way, Maxwell Lord will be played by James Gunn's own brother, and we already saw him pop up in the Peacemaker Season 2 trailer. His company employs big-name characters like Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and even Mr. Terrific, who also appears in Peacemaker. Before the interview starts, Clark greets Lois with a nickname, Cronkite, a nod to legendary journalist Walter Cronkite from the 70s. And from the way they interact, we can already see their chemistry coming through. That's pure Superman energy. Then, boom! We cut to what looks like the first action sequence of the movie. Superman is taking on this massive kaiju-type creature right in the middle of Metropolis. And if you look closely, there's a huge spaceship parked in the street. I've got a feeling that ship belongs to Lord's Justice Gang, his team of enhanced operatives, which might include Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific. Lois mentions that Superman's been under heavy public scrutiny. Some people love him, others hate him, and that's where the trailer takes a more political turn. We see a civilian throwing a glass bottle at Superman's head, and honestly, that gave me Homelander vibes. But obviously, this is going to play out very differently. Next, the trailer shows us the Pentagon and introduces Rick Flag Sr., the father of Rick Flag Jr., who we last saw in the Suicide Squad. We're still unsure if he truly died at Peacemaker's hands. The actor playing Rick Flag Sr. is Frank Grillo, who you might recognize as Crossbones from the MCU. He also voiced the character in the Creature Commandos animated series, which James Gunn also wrote. Superman then says he helped stop a war, and we get a shot of two heavily armed armies. One side looks super militarized, possibly Baravia, a fictional country that might be backed by Lex Luthor, and the other side seems more relaxed, potentially Jarhanpur. I really like that Gunn used fictional nations to avoid political controversy with real-world parallels. Then we get this awesome shot of Superman taking a blast of fire straight to the face and just brushing it off like a champ. It's probably from that kaiju we saw earlier. Great misdirection by the trailer editors. The next scene takes us to the Daily Planet, where we see Jimmy Olsen, Lois, Cat Grant, Steve Lombard, Ron Troop, a full team of classic characters adapted straight from the comics. Then comes Lex Luthor, appearing to collaborate with the US government to capture Superman, supposedly because of his involvement in that foreign war. And we catch a glimpse of Ultraman, who, according to rumors, is actually a clone of Superman created by Lex. He's wearing a black suit, covering his face completely, and when you compare their body types, they look almost identical. Standing next to him is the Engineer, a character whose body is entirely made of nanotechnology. She works for Lex and can morph her body into any kind of weapon. They're standing on Wade Street, a nod to comic writer Mark Waid, who's worked on both DC and Marvel stories. Later, Lois confronts Superman, accusing him of acting as a representative of the US during the conflict. But Clark insists he wasn't acting for anyone. He was just doing the right thing, saving lives. That moment, classic Superman. Gunn really nailed his essence here. Then, Superman fights what seems to be a terrorist known as the Hammer of Baravia, possibly hired by the Baravian president to take Superman down. Looks like a new character created for the movie. There's another shot of Superman going head-to-head with the kaiju again, but instead of going all in on offense, he draws the creature's attention away from civilians. Because that's what Superman does. He protects people first. One detail I caught: the building Superman flies out of has the Lord Tech logo at the top, Maxwell Lords on the comics. And we also get a scene we've seen before of Krypto flying Superman to the Fortress of Solitude. Lex somehow tracks them there, probably using Krypto's signal, and sends the engineer to invade it. There's even a heartbreaking moment where Superman cradles the body of a damaged robot labeled Number 4. But let's be real, Krypto steals the show. There's a brutal shot of him biting the engineer and tearing part of her nanotech face off. Insane. Then there's a blink and you'll miss it reference to Big Belly Burger, a popular DC Universe fast food chain. We also get a touching scene of Clark hugging Jonathan Kent. And there's a floating orb in the city with glowing colors. What is that thing? If anyone has theories, let me know in the comments. Mr. Terrific shows up next, stepping off his T-Sphere ship with Lois in tow, probably working on a new story for the Daily Planet. His tech is wild. The spheres, the ship. He's one of the smartest characters in DC. What I love most about this trailer is that it doesn't treat Superman like an untouchable god. He's vulnerable. He has people helping him. Family, friends, allies. He's not alone. We see Superman imprisoned in what looks like a meta-human facility, where he crosses paths with Metamorpho, a man who can transform his body into any element. There's a quick shot of him absorbing energy from something green, maybe kryptonite. Then comes Lex's line. Superman is not super. He's not even human. It's classic Lex. Jealous, manipulative, obsessed with proving that Superman is an outsider. There's a quick fight scene between Mr. Terrific and the engineer, possibly his last, and then Superman going up against Ultraman in what looks like a bizarre, dreamlike realm. Oh, and they're fighting in a baseball stadium called Metropolis Meteors. Love that little touch. In one haunting scene, a river splits in two like something out of the Bible. Is it Lex? The kaiju? Metamorpho? The engineer? Let's get those theories going. And a hilarious moment with Guy Gardner summoning a Green Lantern construct while looking totally unimpressed. That's just his whole vibe. Cocky and careless. We get a shot of Hawkgirl possibly confronting the Baravian president to stop the war, Clark playing around with Jimmy Olsen at the office, and yeah, of course he's holding a Superman figurine. Totally not suspicious. There's even a scene where Lex's girlfriend takes a selfie while Superman is getting beaten up. Then we get a rapid sequence of action scenes. Superman tossing Lord's desk across the room, fighting Ultraman in a strange dimension, and finally, a heartwarming ending. Superman wakes up in his childhood bedroom in Smallville, Krypto resting peacefully on his chest. The room's filled with memories, including a poster of the Smallville Giants, the local baseball team. This trailer was packed, and it's got me more excited than ever. So tell me, what references did you spot that I missed? What theories do you have? Drop them in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video, and until then, stay super.